you want to be a better putter? I definitely do, so I've done something about it. I've invested in this putting launch monitor, as you like to call it, to try and improve my putting. Basically, we all get lessons and we get launch monitor data and we get video analysis to try and look at our technical faults, and then we implement them and we hopefully strike the ball better, hit better dispersion, better distance, etc. Well, in our putting, people just tend to putt around the putting green, etc. Well, let's try and make you guys technically better putters, which will then hopefully make you more confident putters, hold more putts and be better all-round players from there. So to do that, we need to understand a little bit more about what's going on with the putting there. So with hold more putts, you can see it's like a tablet design with infrared and lasers reading the putter. We're going to use some strips on the bottom of my putter to get better readings because of the indoor lights, etc. We've got our putter mat down there. We've got our putt out at the bottom waiting. Works best from around 6 to 8 feet, I believe. We've got it connected up to my tablet here, and you can see here it's going to work on 5 important factors. So the face angle of the putter, and if we move across, we're going to look then at impact or strike location. We're then going to look at the path of the putter, so in to out to in, where that is. The angle of attack, so you a little down or a little up on the putter. And then finally the tempo and the speed of the putting stroke, is it constant over them? So what we need to do is we need to take five putts from here down to my putt out at the bottom, and then it will give us an average reading, and from there we can be able to start to see if there's some weaknesses and things we would maybe need to work on. To get a fuller test, you would maybe do 3 or 4 or 5 sets to get a fuller average, but just for the purpose of the video, we're going to do 5 balls, have a look what it says about my putting, not the best in the world, and then maybe chat about how I could take that data, do some drills and hopefully come out a better technically putter and go for there. Let's hit 5 putts. Okay, you see my 5 putts there. Again, if we were doing it properly, we'd probably test over and over again so we could get a bit more of a reliable, repeatable summary. But here you go, there's my results. 47% out of 100 was my overall score. Not great at all. That's certainly going to cause some technical issues, and it's certainly going to reduce my risk of having a good score from there. So the positives, my impact point on the putter face and my path and my speed are all very, very good, 99 and 100% out of them ones, so top marks. And my variation across the 5 putts was next to nothing, which was really pleasing. However, my angle of attack, I only got 20%. My average was hitting 3.2 on the down with the putter, so that ball is going to be coming in with not enough loft and also going to be jumping off the face because of the angle of attack. We need to fix that. And the face angle also jumps about a little bit from left to right a lot. Very low score of 15% there. So I'm going to do a couple of little drills I would do with customers if they came to me with these issues, and then we're going to retest and let's see if we can improve these numbers doing that. Let's try it, guys. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to work on my alignment of the putter at address. Okay, so what I've done is I've put a ruler down here, nice square edge. This could be a little bit of paper or something that's got a square edge there. And I've just popped the golf ball on it. And what I'm really going to look at there is to try and ensure that I can square the putter up to that line. Because if I'm seeing the heel closer than the toe, we can obviously now see that that putter face is open at address in comparison to where I want to be starting the ball, and then the opposite way if we put the toe there. Now if I do that when I'm not aligned to that, it's maybe not as clear cut, so when you're on the putting green it's not as easy to see. So hitting lots of putts, ensuring that there's an equidistance all the way across the putter and we are not seeing toe too far away or too far close to the line. So that's a great way to really get used to what is square, because a lot of people are not entirely sure what square looks like. Okay, so when we put that down on the line, it's very obvious to see if we're square, whereas on the putting green, any little deviation, open and closed, might be hard to spot. So something with a square edge down there, and just putt, and just get used to the feeling of what square looks like and what it feels like, and see if that can improve if you can hit your starting lines with a square club face. Okay, so that one's going to be how I'm going to focus on aligning my club face up, so that's going to help my face aim. Okay, right, let's move on to angle of attack. What we're going to do for that. Right, okay, angle of attack. So I'm getting a little down at impact. Okay, so Harold Swash is big at talking about hitting slightly up at the moment of impact while maintaining loft. So he doesn't want to see people hitting up and adding loft. That's going to get the ball jumping really early. So all we need to work on this drill is a £1 coin or a $1, whatever you want to be. We need a coin, okay? And then we're going to place the coin. You can see I've got one down here already. So we're going to place the coin maybe just about 4 inches or so back from the golf ball. And what we want to make sure is on the backswing we miss it. We don't want to see putters that are dragged along the ground on the way back. Okay, so there's going to be a slight incline on the way back. And then as we come down, we want to make sure we pass over the coin, not touching it, and are striking down on it. Okay, so from there what we're going to see is we don't want to see excessive moves down, so the putter is brushing the coin. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are not touching that coin. So if we are coming in and we're catching that coin, there's a good chance we're too much on the downswing there. Okay, so I like ball just left centre, just in my left chest, and as we swing back we want to miss that and it gets rolling. What we do not want to see is as we go back and then we come down and we could hear the clink as I hit the coin there. That's going to get you definitely hitting slightly down on it, and it's going to get the ball coming off there with different lofts, jumping and not getting it running as quickly as possible, which is what we want when we're putting. So there we go, we've worked on face angle, face aim, and then angle of attack there with 2 simple drills. So that's what I've looked at. Let's see if that can change my 5 next putts, and if it can. But remember, that's only in 2 or 3 putts. You know, if I'd spent maybe another half an hour on each thing, would that have improved? And then what would it have done over a week's worth of practice, month's worth of practice, and those things? Okay, let's find out though. Right, okay, so again, there is my results this time. So huge improvement in my face angle there, 26% improved. Brilliant. So little drill like that, getting the mind thinking a little bit more about what the putter's sitting at address and what it's doing through the moment of impact. Definitely improved that. That's going to help me start the ball online and have the ball tracking the way that the break should do, not adding any side spins that I don't want. Disappointing one's angle of attack hasn't moved at all. Still 20% rating. Not good enough. I'm going to have to look at that and maybe try some different drills. Again, one drill doesn't suit everyone, remember that. Okay, so don't be scared if it's not working straight away, use a different one. So there you go, I've improved my putting from 47% up to 62.5%. I'm going to hold more putts from that, and that's just after a few minutes practice. Imagine what I can do if I really dedicate some time. So there you go, treat your putting like a normal lesson. Look for technical stuff to be improving, not just expecting to go out and hit 10 minutes worth of putts in the putting and improve. Okay, there you go, that's Whole More Putts Anyway tablet there. Some great stuff online as well. That, have a look at it. I'm certainly going to try and use it more for my own putting, and also try and use it in some lessons and try and help you guys putt better. Thanks again for watching the video, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it, and maybe you can learn something from that. Thanks, folks.